Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. So today we'll be sharing about the celebration of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam birthday, also known as Mawlid Nabi. So before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Hisyamuddin bin Haji Nordin. My ID number is 24B 1223.
And I am Hafiy. I'm Muhammad Hafiy Syahmi bin Asikin. My ID number is 24B 1210.
And I would like to introduce our videographer, Muhammad Faiq, Irfan Syah. His ID is 24B 1204.
Yes.
Okay, so this topic explores its origins, history, and meaning. Why Muslims throughout time have shown joy and gratitude on this blessed occasion.
So there is a famous hadith. I'm going to share one hadith which is about Abu Lahab, one of the Prophet's greatest enemy. When his slave Suwaybah told him about the birth of the Prophet Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was so happy that he sorry he was so happy that he freed her. Because of this one joyful act, Abu Lahab received a small relief in hell every Monday. This story shows that even a non-believer was rewarded for expressing happiness at the Prophet's birth. So imagine the reward for the believers who celebrate with love and faith. Hisham?
Okay, so I will talk about the royal message from Kubah Duli Yang Maha Mulia. It is from 2017. In a tita sorry. Sorry. So in Itita, the royal message during the Maulidur Rasul celebration in 2017, His Majesty the Sultan reminded us that it is not necessary to argue with those who reject practice like Tahlil or Maulid. Instead, what important is to focus on unity and understand that difference of opinion are not new. They have existed throughout the Muslim world. The essence is to keep the peaceful and spiritual spirit of the celebration alive.
So for the historical development, the celebration of Mawlid began around the 3rd or 4th Hijri century and later became more organized during the time of Sultan Muzaffar ad-Din, a ruler who loved the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam deeply. According to the scholars like Ibn Jawzi, Muslim from Mecca, Medina, Egypt, Yemen, and Syria celebrating by bathing, wearing their best clothes, giving charity and gathering to recite the Prophet's life stories. He noted that such celebrations often brought peace, blessings, and prosperity to their communities.
Okay, so moving on to scholars and sorry. Moving on to the scholar, yeah. Can I continue? Okay.
Please continue.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about scholars and celebrations. So many respected scholars supported the Maulid. For example, Imam Ibn Hajar al-Haytami said, Maulid gatherings include good deeds like dhikr, salawat, and sadaqah. Another example is Shah. Can you please, what's the name? Shah
Waliullah.
Okay, Shah Waliullah and Sheikh Yusuf Nabani both witnessed how people of Makkah received blessing from celebrating the Prophet's birth. Even travelers like Ibn Battuta describe how the Kaabah was opened, food was distributed, and poems praising the Prophet were recited, showing the deep love people had for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So lastly, in conclusion, the Mawlid is not just a cultural event. It's a spiritual expression of love and gratitude to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it also reminds us to follow his teachings, strengthen unity, and increase our salawat. As we celebrate, let's remember that the true goal is to revive the Prophet's light and mercy in our life. And by that, we're going to be ending our
Santai talk.
Santai talk.
Yes.
With a wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.